welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. Today we are going to do some spring decorating here at our home. I'm going to start with the kitchen, but first I needed to take down all of my Valentine's Day decor, which honestly isn't much, which is nice for storing, and I try to keep everything very practical as far as seasonal decor goes, especially a little holiday like Valentine's Day. So I'm just taking down some of the ramekins and mugs and storing them with my seasonal dishes. Next, I headed downstairs and grabbed some of my spring decor. If you missed my spring decor haul, I'll link that video down below, but I went through all of the spring decor that I plan on using this year. I've purchased everything from previous years and have quite a stash of florals, and that's what I'm going to be incorporating the most into our kitchen and the other rooms as well. But I'm just bringing everything up and kind of sorting it out so I know what I have. I love using tulips, especially these Real Touch ones for springtime. I feel like they really just make the space. So I'm arranging all of the different wall decor. I have a flower press that I'm planning on bringing out for spring and summer, and some fun artwork. Next, I wanted to thank Kohl's for sponsoring today's video. I'm so excited to share some of their spring decor that they have out. I went through their website and looked through all of the decor, and they had such beautiful items. So I got a few things to refresh our front porch. First up is this boxwood wreath. It is so beautiful. It's kind of double layered, as you can see. Very good quality, very Real Touch, and I love the little spring twigs it had on it as well. Next, I purchased a new rug to go on our front porch. I feel like it really needs it. Winter is so hard on our front porch, so I thought it would be good to refresh, and I love this gingham print. Next, I also picked up a nice welcome mat and this cute little planter that I'm going to put some flowers in. So it was such a beautiful day outside. We decided to pressure wash our front porch. Like I said, it needed it. So we sprayed everything down, including our cushions on our chairs and our door and everything. And then I waited a few hours before I started bringing out all of the beautiful items from Kohl's. So first, I'm going to lay this rug down. It did relax over time, but I had just gotten it out of the package a few hours before. So I've got my welcome mat down. I hung up our wreaths, which really made it. I also brought in the little planter, and I put a faux plant in it now because it needed something. So here is the final look. I will have all of these items linked down below, and some other ones from Kohl's that I am loving for spring this year. Kohl's has an amazing selection of outdoor pillows and different planters. They have lots of wreaths to choose from and rugs. So if you're looking to spruce up your outside space for spring, I highly recommend checking out their website. It was very easy to navigate, and they have lots of good options. All right, now we're heading back into the kitchen and doing some decorating. You guys, it was 73 degrees this day. It was so beautiful out. So I opened up the windows in our living room. We had a nice breeze coming in, and this is what gets me so inspired for spring cleaning. I think that, and the fact that I am nearing the end of my pregnancy. So I'm just ready to get everything clean and refreshed. So I'm just using my little Swiffer and I'm dusting everything off. I'm also switching out all of my dried florals for pretty flowers like these tulips, and also different types of herbs and faux plants as well. I love these dogwood stems. I think that's what they are. I know, or maybe they're Bradford pears. I can't remember, but I feel like in real life they stink so bad, but they are so beautiful. And again, that may not even be the same flower, but I think they are so beautiful, and I cannot wait to start seeing all the blooms on the trees while we're out and about. There's also a local peony farm that opens up every May around Mother's Day. I am so excited to go to that and just walk through the field, get some fresh cut peonies. That's probably my favorite flower. Let me know what your favorite flower is down below. I feel like you cannot go wrong. They're so delicate and they're only around for such a short amount of time during the spring season, so I feel like it's really a delicacy. I like to use both diffusers and candles to make my home smell good, so I'm creating a little vignette and I'm attempting to hide the outlet behind the vignette, so I'm arranging a faux plant in front of it. I also have this little station where I keep Breland's formula. She's almost off of formula now, but I know with another baby coming soon we'll probably need to keep this little station, so I just added some Cosmo stems to that. I'm also switching out some of my dishware, and then I'm going to start cleaning off the rest of the cabinets. I love this little corner nook over here. This is where I keep my coffee. I also have my KitchenAid mixer, and I do a lot of my baking over here. So I'm just going to give this a good deep cleaning, especially in this corner. It's kind of far back. And I usually have my KitchenAid mixer there, but I decided to switch it up. I put this little riser with a faux herb plant and a bowl for our fruit. I also am hiding this outlet with a cutting board and picture, and I'm attempting to hide that black wire going to our espresso machine with some cookbooks and a little canister I keep my brown sugar in for my coffee. And I also have a little crock where I keep some spoons to stir my coffee with. So I think it worked out pretty good. It is a little more cluttered than I would probably like, but I like that better than seeing a black cord, so it's fine. Next, I'm going to take off everything on my floating shelves. I recommend doing this at the beginning of every season, even if you're going to use the same items to style on it again. Sometimes just getting everything off, wiping it down really good, and getting fresh eyes is all the refresh that you need. So I'm just dusting it, wiping it down, and then I'm just bringing all of the items back on, and I will add in some florals and a few extra little things like some spring inspired hot pads that I can grab. And I'm also going to make sure to clean off my faux plant. I love this pothos plant. I have a hard time keeping houseplants alive, so I do a lot of faux, and I feel like that just works for me. But like I said, I have a little basket that I put some hot pads in. I'm also going to put a dish towel, and I just played around with this for probably a good 30 minutes. And like I said, most of the items were already on there before, but sometimes just getting fresh eyes, playing around with it, seeing the different heights and how the colors work together. I love incorporating pottery and copper and old world pieces into my decor, especially in this section. So that's what I'm doing. I also love putting faux plants into bowls and crocks and unique vessels. I feel like that's a fun way to switch up your decor as well. I decided to move my cookbook to the other side of the stove because this is where I do a lot of my baking, and I feel like it'd be easier to have my cookbooks right there next to my flour, sugar, brown sugar, and my KitchenAid mixer versus having to like look over constantly. So just a little thing that I feel like works in our kitchen. Be sure to look at your kitchen and see how it works for you and the layout that you have everything in. Functionality is number one as far as any kitchen decor goes, in my opinion. So just making those little changes really help. I decided to add a basket with some greenery and cosmos stems to go on our hood vent. Sometimes I'll do a wreath, sometimes I'll switch it up, and I just was feeling the basket. I feel like it gives very cottage spring vibes, and I just love that. So I'm also hanging up a little gardening tool and another spring inspired hot pad. I also hang up my kitchen dish towels over here, so I didn't want to clutter it up too much. And I'm going to hang up my linen apron. I also thought about putting this artwork above it, but I'm not sure how I would attach it without damaging our cabinet. So that is to be determined. We'll see if I end up putting anything above the apron or not. And then here's all of the leftover decor or different vessels that I ended up not using. So I'm going to save this for whenever I decorate the other rooms in my home for spring. And I'm going to wipe down our island really well. And then I have this green marble riser. I'm also adding this vase of tulips and this candle that smells so good. It also crackles at night, and I put some matches next to it. So that is everything that I did for my spring refresh in our kitchen, and let me tell you, it feels so good. This only took a few hours and just really was a few simple touches as well. Nothing crazy, but it just feels lighter, it feels airy, it feels clean, and that's exactly what I was looking for with my spring decor this year. I hope this gave you lots of inspiration if you're out shopping for spring decor, if you're decorating your own kitchen or home for spring. Maybe you could just even put this video on and we can decorate together. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate each one of you for being here, and I can't wait to do more spring refreshing and cleaning and nesting videos. I do post 2 videos a week here on my channel, usually on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. So be sure to look out for more videos from me. I have an entire spring playlist, so I'll link that down below, as well as all of the items from Kohl's. So I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.